Entering this season, Jalen, after all the experience you got last year, where do you feel like you're at mindset physically heading into the year?
I feel like I'm at a good mindset, good spot and technique as far as like play style and just ready for competition. Like we all been competing and stuff right now, so I have a very like high drive of competitive.
I got you.
Okay.
Last year, kind of having to be thrown into the fire like you did, there was a learning curve, and I'm sure you saw yourself get better as you went. But how do you work to try to carry that momentum over with what you did in the offseason?
Well, just working hard and continuing with the success from last year and bringing it over from this year and just doubling it and just keep going on what we built off last year.
Physically, how do you feel?
Physically, I feel good, healthy, ready to go.
Are you comfortable in the defense? Are you reacting, not thinking so much?
Yes, sir. They're trying to make the defense just more easier so we can just be able to play ball and less thinking.
Have you noticed some changes like that? Each year they tend to make some adjustments in this and that?
Yeah, every year you would think it would be the same, but it's not really the same. Every year it changes as stuff goes on. It just changes so you can make the defense more easier so players can just play.
Have you noticed the level of competitiveness increase this summer?
Yes, it has increased a lot. Like every position has been competitive. Just the nature of just the new transfers coming in, people that already been here, and then younger guys. So everybody has just been competing.
What are your thoughts on the Fan Fest today?
Fan Fest, I loved it. This is my first time experiencing this, seeing all the fans come out, and just they're excited as much as I am.
A lot was made about the wide receivers that came in the offseason in the last 12 months or so. How does that work with you guys getting better, having better receivers on the other side to work with?
Right, it brings a lot. Every day is a new challenge, just going at it with Matthew Golden, Josh Cobbs, Boogie, Stephon, just every day like that. Sam Brown, it just makes me better just going against them.
Have you been able to notice the rise in the level of players that have come on in the last 12 months?
Yes, sir. I have seen like everybody has just been increasing their level of play because they just been preaching Big 12, Big 12, Big 12. So we're ready.
Already? All right, we got defensive back Isaiah Hamilton. Isaiah, thanks for the time. We'll lead off with questions here whenever you guys are ready.
Isaiah, first off, what are your thoughts on the Fan Fest?
Fan Fest, this is my first semester doing it, so I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's my first semester over here, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. I hear a lot of good things about it, so.
By now you're probably better settled in, but how's the transition been?
Like, what do you mean? As in, like, from over here? The transition, it's been good. It's more structure. I really like it, because it's more competition. We compete every day. It's fun. I love it, man. So I'm gonna say the transition was like, it wasn't hard, but it was like, you gotta adapt. So I'm gonna say you gotta really adapt.
Is it cliche, or do you really, by having better competition to go against in camps, you truly feel it makes yourself better?
Exactly. Truly making myself better. Every day you gotta work. Yeah, you can see it. You can feel it, really. I felt it before I even got here. I knew what it was.
I don't know if anyone's asked you this, but you might, as far as the whole nation, have had the shortest transfer distance of anybody in the country. What was that process like to just come down the street?
It was an exciting process, but a sad process at the same time because I really built over there. But growing up in Houston, I always wanted to be a Cougar. No offense to TSU, none of that, but I always wanted to be a Cougar since I was a kid. So it's really been, it wasn't hard, but it was exciting. Yeah.
It cuts down on the I mean, did you walk here or did you actually get in the car?
I rode my scooter, man. I rode my scooter.
Because I think it's like 3 blocks.
Literally 3 blocks. Rode my scooter over here.
In all seriousness, when you look at guys that make the transition from, FCS, which is nothing wrong with football there, but you want to get to the Division 1A.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that when you're out there practicing? You're thinking, man, there's a school down the road. It'd be nice one day to.
It was like TSU. It was like it's competition there, but I feel like everyone wasn't having the same mindset as me, and so like when I came over here, the competition. It was like all of us wanted to compete on a high level, so I felt home when that happened. So I feel like, yeah, you can say that.
When you look at just the DBs, and obviously you look at your numbers, the five picks, 2.5. So you got to take us through what was going on last year with you. I mean, was it just one of those years that you You got some opportunities and like daylight and.
It was one of those years when you got to lock in and go after what you want and you set your future. That's why I really wanted to come on to U of H, because I feel like I did my part in the SWAC, and I wanted to come show like I can do the same thing in this conference as well. Yeah.
What about just your coaches have said the big thing with you is you might be the best cover guy that they have. What do you think when you hear that? Your coach is saying that they feel like they can put a lot on your plate.
I gotta just hold that standard, man. Gotta keep working, and then I want that pressure on me because I know what I can do with that pressure, and I'm gonna excel at it every time, man. Every time. I want that competition. I want to be that guy they want me to go hold every time. So I love it, man. Really.
As a DB, what do you say are your strengths?
My strengths, I'm gonna say my feet and my hips. I'm gonna say my ball skills as well, because I'm gonna go get it, man. I want the ball back for my offense. So I'm gonna say my feet, my hips, and my ball skills. And my hands.
Level of excitement as the season gets close now, and you're truly gonna get to see that, you're truly gonna get that experience of the higher level of football. Anxious for it?
Anxious.
Where are you at?
Anxious. I'm ready. Really ready. Focused. Coach Hoganson, man, he keep us pumped. I'm ready. He be having me hype at practice. Just him talking, I be like, oh my God, let's go. UTSA like 2 weeks away, like 13 days. I be catching chills. Whew. Literally, bro. Oh man.
AJ, obviously year 2 for you. You got your feet wet last year. You got some experience. How much value did you take away from those 4 games, being able to just kind of get the feel for speed and all that? You obviously did pretty well for yourself, but how much value was there to get that 4 games early on?
It was a lot of value, but I'll say most of the value from last year going into this year was me being redshirted, because that really drove me to like work harder in the off season. Like just not being able to come in from high school, I was thinking I was gonna come in and just play, but me being set back, that really like drove me to have a better work ethic. So that really drove me to, that's gonna make this year a better year. But the 4 games, that did well for me too, just seeing how it worked, seeing how much I need to work on going against college talent. So
was it tough though at times too? Like they say your 4 games. When did you finish your 4th game? Did you wait to the end?
It was at the end. Yeah. The game right before Tulsa, I don't remember which one. It was the game before the last, and then I got to play in the bowl game too. So
makes you also antsy to get a taste of it once more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on today's event?
I love today. I think we should do this more often, because I like giving back, like just being nice to people and seeing all the different people, different like faces, and just giving back. So I really liked it today.
Have you noticed the increase in competitiveness in practice this summer?
Oh yes, sir, for sure. Because we know we're going into a tougher division, got bigger teams to play, and we know we need to step it up and give the fans a better year this year. So we definitely got a lot of competition.
What would you say your strengths are for the team?
Just versatility in the up front, just a lot of penetration, pass rush, just everything. I'm really all around player.
You guys are going to be incredibly deep on the D-line this year. Rotation, a lot of rotation. How much of a challenge was it for you to adjust to like high school, being the guy in there every play, to learn more about
rotation.
Having fresh when you need to be type
It's not a challenge really. I really look at it as a blessing, really, because we can make it everybody eat at one time, not just one person doing great. But so just having everybody rotate, that's a good thing.
And is that important to help contribute to sack av again?
Oh yes, sir, for sure. Because everybody got fresh legs going against linemen that's in the whole game. So if we coming in fresh legs, how can they stop us? They shouldn't be able to. So that's why we so known for all of our sacks and stuff, because we have a lot of weapons that go in throughout the game.